Life happens in moments, single fateful instances that can change everything. From who we are to who we become. These are the moments that define us.
My name is Amir Samandi, and I am a high school teacher at STEM Academy at Lee High School, and I'm also the founder and executive director of Summer of Service SOS. And the idea is that we serve here in San Antonio throughout the year. Students have to do 15 hours of service with us in order to come on a trip. And so the idea is that the trips are transformational, inspirational, and they come back dedicated to make San Antonio a better place. We've been to Greece, we've been to Peru, we've been to England, France, Belize, Costa Rica, China, and then Spain. You know, coming to St. Mary's, just sort of undeclared major, a young guy, not really sure what I wanted to do. I found out about a chance to go to London with the study abroad program, and it was 1999. And so that experience, that one sort of defining moment, gave me the vision, the clarity to decide what I wanted to do with my life. And I knew that I wanted to major in international relations, and I was passionate about it. And it really propelled me into my career and into where I am now. And so my hope is that from these trips and sort of what gave me the inspiration to start this nonprofit was exactly that experience that I had. That getting out of this country, getting out of your comfort zone, being in a different environment can actually awaken you and help you see things differently. St. Mary's was really a turning point for me and actually brought out in me the more service-minded part of myself. So it was really nice that there wasn't really a lot of preaching with words, it was really the faith was shown through action, and that inspired me and that made me really a different person.
My main reason for choosing St. Mary's Law School was the focus on public service and identifying community needs. There is a consciousness about that there are needs in the community, that there are unfilled needs in the community that attorneys have a unique ability to address and support and offer assistance in. Those are a lot of the times the bottom line for people that are in need, and a community takes care of its most vulnerable, and that's what St. Mary's Law taught. And doing what we do at the Health and Human Services Commission, every action we take is about maximizing the credibility and the opportunity within these public assistance programs to serve to their greatest extent who they were designed to serve. My defining moment at St. Mary's was a case that we had with a civil justice clinic that, because of the dynamics of the case, very much challenged my confidence in how I could practice, and the compassion and the perseverance I was taught were what allowed me to believe that I could. I love law. I love the study of how law is created. I think it's easy to take for granted sometimes that we have laws around us that seemingly are there always. An attorney can help find those and explain those and help you reach and engage with them. And that's probably one of my favorite things about practicing.
Well, I am the owner of Tejas Premier Building Contractor. I started the company 11 years ago with 2 employees. And now we have 60 employees. We are one of the largest Hispanic women-owned construction companies in the state of Texas. I was looking for a place to help other small businesses, and after a while I thought there really is a need here. We need a place for small businesses to find the resources and how to help them grow. And we called it the Maestro Entrepreneur Center. We're all about making sure we're helping others. And so I was creating a center that even I wanted to come and learn from. I think what I'm most proud of is really the fact that I came from nothing. I started from zero. We all have the opportunity to do that. And the really big thing that I use as leverage is my education. I was super excited to be a part of St. Mary's. I love the campus, the history. I love that it was Christian-based. All that was part of my upbringing, and I wanted to really continue that path. I'm a true believer that God really puts a path for you, and we live that life. My goal is to continue doing what I'm doing. I love helping others. I think that's what really makes me feel at peace, knowing that everything we do is really because I believe it's the right thing to do.
I came to St. Mary's with a very strong faith foundation. My family sent us to Catholic school throughout our upbringing. So St. Mary's was just a very natural transition for me to attend as a student. I came to St. Mary's, and it was very quickly that I realized The religious and theology classes were such an important part of our wholesome upbringing. The professors, the small class ratio, getting to know everyone, and really feeling a part of a community was very important to me. The faith that I gained at St. Mary's has been instrumental in my life. It has been instrumental in raising kids. It has been instrumental in my business. My husband and I work together, and it is always on the forefront of our mind. And a lot of those lessons that we learned, or that I was able to learn, were about remaining humble. They were about giving to others. They were about service, the pillars that complete the whole person.
I actually grew up in Arizona, and at first things were pretty rough. There was times where we didn't have air conditioning or running water and not much out there to do. So I had to start working at an early age to help support my family, and to kind of motivate myself. I focused on my academics a lot and other extracurricular activities like skateboarding. My parents were very hard workers, and they motivated me and helped me stay focused on my academics. Luckily, I was able to graduate at the top of my class, and I was fortunate enough to find out about St. Mary's. I remember driving up to St. Mary's and just being so exciting, because my lifelong dream was to go to college. I just never knew it was possible, and then for me to drive up and finally see it in person was the most beautiful moment I could have experienced, and I've loved it ever since. My concentration is in biology for the most part, pre-medical. My goals are to, once I do graduate, is to apply to medical school and MD PhD programs. I would ideally like to be working full-time as a physician scientist. So if I could hopefully have my MD PhD, I would like to work part of my week with patients in a clinical setting, and then the other part of my week in a research lab, so that I can combine the two and hopefully bridge the gap between medicine and research. I definitely wouldn't have gotten as far and as fast as I've gotten without the help of St. Mary's and the support and the scholarships and the amazing community that St. Mary's is.